Today it seems like the only thing kids think of is becoming teenagers, but the only thing animators seem to want is to be creative and make a good buck out of it. One of the many shows that try to please both is Growing Up Creepie, a show that, while flawed, do have some respectable qualities. If you never heard of the show before, this is the premise. Creepie is an orphan girl who is cared and raised up by a family of various insects. At age 13, her parents decide it's time for Creepie to hang out with other humans, and Creepie's life at school begins. The main reason why this show is able to work is the main character of Creepie. Unlike Hannah Montana or Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Creepie doesn't try to change her personality to fit in with a group, but rather keeps her personality and can't really care less of others' opinion of her. This is what makes her such a likable character. Plus, I think she's sort of cute. Creepie also has a dear bond to her family and is interested in their backgrounds, aka entomology. Her mother is a praying mantis, and her father is a mosquito. They are great parents, and their affection for Creepie is actually quite touching at times.
Dad, you're here? It was you? That's amazing!
I found the flyer and I didn't want you to feel left out.
But I didn't think, that, bowling was your thing.
A bit of a workout, but anything for you, Creepala.
Her closest brothers are the show's comic relief Gnat and Polly, played by Stevie Wallace and David Burney.
Ew, Nat! You look sick! Oh, not fine. World fuzzy. Hey!
The human characters are a lot less interesting, and they can be pretty annoying at times. Creepie's best friend, Budge, is a nerdy Buddhist, and at first I thought that he was kind of cool. But then he just became Creepie's annoying fat sidekick. Chris Ellis is Creepie's constantly happy friend, and she is really annoying. She is constantly talking about pointless things, and the fact that she sees everything from a happy standpoint makes her even more annoying.
Well, we Holly Rulers certainly will be because, like Daddy always says, be there and don't be square, because squares can't rule, and if you can't rule, you can't fool. Right, Daddy? Daddy?
And I know what the writers was trying to do here. They were trying to give the cynical Creepie a friend that is her complete opposite, but it doesn't work without chemistry. When I see them together, Chris and just seem to be talking on, and Creepie looks the other way and doesn't seem to be particularly interested. Then there is Tarantula Boy, a circus freak and Creepie's love interest, but he has only appeared 2 times in the show.
Do you really regurgitate stomach acids on your prey before you suck them up?
Well, it's actually a combination of acids
and enzymes.
Right.
Another problem I have with the show is the really lame humor. The slapsticks are not violent enough, and the jokes never really worked for me. Okay, now when I have talked about the bad stuff, let us go back to the great stuff. The animation is awesome. It looks like if Tim Burton took over Invader Sim. It just has this great gothic comic style to it. The only thing better is the sound effects. Just here now when Creepie is walking. It really makes you think of insects, doesn't it? Actually, every movement in this show has a sound effect, just like in the original Looney Tunes. Growing Up Creepie first aired on the educational channel Discovery Kids 2006 alongside Tutenstein and The Future is Wild. The show's purpose was to educate about invertebrates in a way that was fun for kids but with information that was just as new for adults.
The cockroach is a true survivor. It can remain alive without its head for a week. It can also last a month without food or water, and hold its breath for 45 minutes. A bug that can live without its head? Wicked.
After have seen the show in proper order on YouTube rather than random episodes on Nickelodeon, I found that this show actually progressed with time. The characters develop, the characters form new relationships with each other, and the jokes get better-ish. In conclusion, Growing Up Creepie might not be as great as Animaniacs or The Simpsons perhaps, but I can still feel the heart and effort that the animators put in to make this show.
Out of the ordinary fairy tale without the fairy, a family that seems a little scary. Winter without this stormy crucial, just not necessary. So strange and sure ordinary. A world with perfect people. A world with perfect people. You'll find me anywhere but here. And the way you see me is pretty far from clear. A little different, not every day. You can't judge me, it don't work that way. So what? So what? I am from growing up creepy.